Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a great and wonderful day. Well, as I said, this will be the last video, and this will be the trans whole situation here. So what we have here is another trans shooting that was stopped. Thank God, that was stopped. And it seems like the media obviously doesn't really want to cover it all that much. Well, some media, but we'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here. What we have here is from Libs of TikTok. Breaking. Trans teen arrested for threatening to shoot up a school. Andrea, who identifies as Alex, was arrested in Maryland after writing a 129-page manifesto containing plans for a mass shooting. So, that's what's going on here. We have more from Libs of TikTok saying more trans violence. Andrea Ye, a female student who identifies as a male, has just been arrested in Maryland for planning to commit a mass shooting. Andrea reportedly wrote a 129-page manifesto detailing her plan to murder other students and set the record for the most amount of kills in a shooting. So we have this here, and it goes on to say, from the application here, I'll have to read all of this so you guys can see what's really going on. It says, page 1, I want to shoot up my school. I've been preparing it for the past few months. As I sit in front of my dad's gun case and stare at the sleek black gun inside, all I can think about is my finger on the trigger, taking aim and killing people. The gun is an AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle. It's the kind of gun with a long barrel and a stock you put up against your shoulder. This gun is going to change lives tomorrow. Page 2, as I walk through the hallways, I cherry-pick the classrooms that are the easiest targets. These ones are close to the entrance and have windows in the doors. I need to figure out how I'll sneak the gun in. Maybe a duffel bag will work. I just hope security doesn't stop me. Page 2 still, though I enjoy the hunting aspect of guns, I have contemplated making bombs. The instructions to make them are surprisingly available online. I could build one with a pressure cooker and remote control car. Or I could make a chemical weapons through mixing ammonia and bleach. The problem with that is that it would require a gas mask, and bombs are time consuming to build. Page 3. I have also considered shooting up my former elementary school because little kids make easier targets, and I run the risk of getting attacked or tackled midway through with high schoolers. I also hated elementary school. The teachers were evil, and the other students were little assholes. I always got in trouble and had to sit out during recess. The other kids would pretend to be my friends, but make fun of me to my face. It would be the perfect revenge. So page 3, high school is the best target. I am the most familiar with the layout. I know where the doors with windows are, and it's the most convenient to enter. Truthfully, I would rather become a serial killer than a mass shooter. Serial killers are romanticized a lot more. They get tons of love letters and Netflix documentaries about them. Mass shooters are brushed off unless they are truly unique or good looking. Still on page 3, it'd be hard to tell me apart from the hundreds of other Asian guys at my school in a police lineup. My school is mostly Asian and white. It's an upper middle class Rockville. It's a suburban city in Maryland where almost everyone goes to college. Page 8. I have paced around my room like an evil mastermind. If I put so much effort into this, it has to go well. I don't bother posting any cheesy, I don't go to school tomorrow if you value your life, post for my 100 or so Instagram followers. The last thing I want is to get reported and get a SWAT team sent to my home. I picture the news stories, deranged killer slays 17. There were no signs, says the family and school. 20 dead, 15 injured at Rockville School. I plan on shooting myself once the police get there, so I will never be able to see the news stories. I am pretty scared. What if I fail at killing myself and I live the rest of my life disabled and serving a life sentence? Maryland doesn't even have the death penalty, which would be preferable in my opinion. Page 20. Millions of people die each day of cancer, old age, etc. It is no big deal, but shoot someone and suddenly everyone is all concerned. The news reports on it, and protests for gun control happen. Nobody can escape death in the end. Why does it matter who delivers the final blow? It would bring me a lot of joy and satisfaction to kill, so it's kind of worth it in a way. By the way, YouTube, I am not glorifying people killing themselves or wanting them to kill other people. I am simply reading this psychopath's bloody manifesto here. That's what I'm doing. I'm reading his manifesto. So calm down. I am not wanting this to happen to people. There's a newspaper announcing a new mass shooting at an elementary school. The kill count isn't very high. I could probably beat it. My ultimate goal would be to set the world record for the most amount of kills in a shooting. If I have enough time, I will try to decapitate my victims with a knife to turn the injuries into deaths. That's insanity, guys. This person is beyond mental. He is not okay in the head. This person is a psychopath. He's a monster. Again, this is from the American One News. Transgender teen arrested for planning a mass shooting in Maryland high school, in American high school. Manifesto praised Nashville shooter and expressed pedophilic thoughts. Teen awaits bond hearing. Again, from Gays Against Groomers, it says a trans-identified 18-year-old allegedly had plans to commit a mass shooting. In his manifesto and internet history, he seems to be fantasized about pedophilia, Sandy Hook bombs, and Andrea Ye, the deranged psychopath who committed a mass shooting at a school in Nashville. He was hospitalized in the past for threatening to shoot up a school. This is what happens when you tell a group of radicalized young people who have been brainwashed into gender extremism that they are experiencing genocide. They lash out. We criticize the gender cult for churning out violent shooters, and the alphabet media burnt us at the stake. This is yet another example. As a gay organization, we oppose the growing threat of trans terrorists who view harming children as an act of resistance and will never stop speaking out until the issue is taken seriously. So, again, there's all stuff here. Talk about Sandy Hook Elementary, bomber killed 19 children, and all this stuff. I'm not going to talk about the other things here. There's Maryland teen charged with planning school shooting after police review writings, internet searches. This is the Washington Post. So have fun with that, guys. And Wilderness Montgomery excluded Mark Analytic snaps when a journalist asks when they're covering up the fact that Andrea Ye was a transgender. Andrea Ye is transgender female who planned to attack two Montgomery County schools. Yeah, so we're going to listen to this.
Of the county to admit that this individual was transgender. This is the fourth time that we've seen this happen very recently. And right here, I hear all of our leadership saying to us today, and what we do in journalism here, we try not to do, is bury the lead. Why am I hearing about this from the New York Post?
Because it's not a lead. You know, how do you publicize every time somebody gets murdered that it's a white Christian male who's heterosexual? No, you don't. Are these the only crimes that get committed? You never publish somebody's sexual orientation when you talk about this. Why you focus on it being a transgender is beyond me. It is not a news story. It is not a crime to be transgender, and I'm sorry you feel that way.
That's not what I said. What is the reluctance of the county?
Yeah, I'm going to retort on what that guy says real quick. The reason why we're bringing it up, you imbecile, is because there has been numerous times throughout this entire year where we've been seeing trans individuals shooting up schools and making bombs. This has been consistent. And this is all due to the far left, as Gay Against Groomers has said, that the woke far left media have been pushing, saying, oh, trans people are in danger. There is going to be a trans genocide. When that has never happened. That's not what's going on. And the media keeps on propping up these violent criminals, these people, these kids, about this stuff. And then they go lash out and we wonder why this is happening. So, yes, this is a very important question onto why another trans individual is doing this. Because it's constantly happening. I report it all the time on my channel. And we need to know why this is happening. Again, we have the trans teen allegedly plotted mass shootings at two schools and chose a plot to become famous. Yes. So as you can see here, I've already read this, so I'm not going to show you, but I'm trying to show you people that there has been multiple articles talking about this, not just the ones on Twitter. But again, we need these questions answered. Oh, I'm sorry, so here you guys go. I didn't really switch it. Here you go. But again, we need to understand why this is happening. The only other way that we have about this is that this person is obviously not right in the head, has shown that he's not right in the head, and he needs some type of help. Because obviously, he has this very planned. It's so planned that he's going to execute the people with a knife. And this is a trans individual. And this is what we've been saying here, is that these people, these kids, these trans individuals are not okay in the head. This is psychopathic behavior. This is not normal. Normal people don't do this. This is the fourth one in this year. It's gotten worse. We need to address the big issues here, because obviously something's going on, and if we need to put a stop to it, this is insanity. This would have been the worst one yet. And this guy's going beyond. This guy's the worst one that I've seen. The worst one. Thank God in Christ that this never happened. Thank God in Christ. This would have been horrific. We need to put a stop to this. Immediately. Full stop. Because if we don't, we're going to have a bigger problems on our hands. We need to we need to go after the media for this, and we need to make the Democrats honestly stop, because the Democrats are also part of this too, because when you keep on advocating saying there's going to be transgenocide, this is what we get. We need to go back to truth, reality, and stop the insanity before more people get killed. From psychopaths. This guy's a psychopath. Alright? Plain and simple. Insanity, guys. Insanity. Alright, guys. That's it for the video. So like, share. As always, take care, my friends. Jesus Christ.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. Cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.